Let's create our very own Python language learning app.
Hola, como vai? That's Portuguese for hello, how are you? And today I'm going to show you how you can create your own language application. It could be just about any language that allows you to learn. So you could just sit back, relax, and essentially with two clicks on your desktop or on your basically desktop, I mean laptop, just click on your application and just start learning a new language. Why not? And I'll be off to Portugal soon, so this is a great time to learn Portuguese. As I've got a few weeks left before I travel, so I wanted to create an app. And at first, I thought this might be a bit complex in nature, but it was actually so much easier than I had originally anticipated. And I would like to share that with you today and hope that it helps you as well. And again, you can use it for just about any language. And on the agenda, I'm gonna start with the finished product. I will have a link to my GitHub pages where you're going to see the optimal natural language. So basically, just two quick phrases. And of course, you will have access to the code as well. And yeah, you could also just create it as an executable. If you need information, uh, you could refer back to one of my episodes about how to create an executable, or you could just simply ask the natural language uh, code processor to help you with that task. And it's just 2, 3 easy steps. Most integrated processors that are integrated in Visual Studio will just simply provide you with the executable code, well, the lines that you could just integrate, and you're good to go. So, without further ado, let's start Amit here, and I hope you enjoy this episode. And let me show you what this is all about.
All right, so here is the finished product. And yes, I set it up as an executable because, well, I kind of like to just have two clicks rather than just opening and running the app from the development environment. Um, let's click it and see what we get. So here it is. We have the code running, and there's a few things I wanted to show you here. Let me just make this a bit bigger. Essentially, this is we have a couple of options in this menu. We have flashcards, we have quizzes, and a travel Portuguese. Essentially, a lot of the sentences here in this one option, the travel Portuguese, is, well, obviously for traveling. So it is to be functional as a traveler in just about any country you go. So it is the language that's oriented towards small conversations that you would have, let's say, at a restaurant or with a cab driver, so on. So let's see how this works. Here you could select a mode and also choose difficulty. So we have travel. So let me go back. So travel Portuguese, and let's start with a little quiz. So we have easy and hard. So let's see how easy works. Um, qual é, qual é o horário de funcionamento? So horario, I assume here is the hour. So it would probably have something to do with the hours. And funcionamento, I would assume the functioning. I have a feeling this is what are the opening hours. So qual é horario de funcionamento? What are the opening hours? And if we click on that, yes, we got it. And all right. Um, So back to main menu. Um, so yo gusto de fazer doce de yatoba. Um, I have a feeling it's this one. Next one, yo gusto de fazer doce de pitanga. I guess that's a pitanga sweet. Correct. Uh, I guess I get the feeling now that a lot of these ameixa, I believe it's maybe plum sweet. So let's recycle to a different type of perspective. So cuál es a seno do Wi-Fi? So obviously, what is the Wi-Fi password? Onde posso comprar agua? So agua, I believe that's water. So onde posso comprar agua? So comprar uh, sounds like to buy, and posso uh, can I? So I believe this is where onde should be where. So where can I buy water? Onde posso comprar agua? And right on. Onde é o ponto de ônibus? Um, I would assume this maybe where's the bus stop. So you get the idea here. Let's go back to menu to um, we can now go to let's try flashcards instead of quizzes. So here's flashcards. So we have easy, Marco. So show translation means to March, means March. So the month of March. Um, Next, yo gusto de fazer cocada. Let's show the translation. I like to make cocada, and I have no idea what cocada is. Um, And let's try another. Repita por favor. And I don't know what repita is. Por favor is please. Um, repeat, please. Okay. Um, Back to menu. So we saw the traveling quizzes one. We saw the flashcards. So flashcards. Let's try a hard one for flashcards. I'm having, as you could tell, a lot of fun here with this. Eles visitarán. So this is a little more. So this is the hard version. So eles visitarán. I assume that's to visit uma fazenda de animais exóticos. Animais. So exóticos should be exotic. Animais should be animals. So I want to see. I want to visit uma fazenda. Uma fazenda. I don't know what that means. So let's see. Uh, they visited. So eles is they. Eles visitarán. So they visited an exotic animal farm. So uma fazenda should be the animal farm with exotic animals. So uh, if you like my pronunciation, no worries. That's actually coming from my Romanian background. Um, so we have flashcards, we have quizzes, we have travel Portuguese. Um, and I'm sorry, I could just get lost here with this because this is a lot of fun. Um, so let me show you how this is built. Let's get out of there. Okay, so here we go. So the actual executable is the learn Portuguese underscore GUI.py. So I gave it a name. This is the actual name of the folder. So it's called Learn Portuguese. So learn underscore Portuguese underscore GUI, which stands for graphical user interface. I like to use it in this case. And the folder is, uh, sorry, this is the file, learn Portuguese. So learn underscore Portuguese underscore GUI is the file. Uh, the actual folder is Learn Portuguese. So we have it right here. So that's the folder. And we had opened the folder. So under um, File, Open Folder, that was on the desktop. So it was the Learn Portuguese one. Since we already have it opened here, I want to bring to your attention first the global environment. I set it up. Again, you could refer to, I have an episode for that as well. Now, the important thing here is that I want you to see um, how simple this code really is. Let me just collapse this a little bit. So if you're, in order to learn Python, I think this is probably one of the simplest code there is. And because it is so, it is just this one file that is the actual file that contains the code that runs these other files, which are .csv files. And as .csv files, basically all they do is they just contain the a list of the sentences, um, essentially the sentence pairs, which has Portuguese and English. And one of them is this is the travel hard sentences. So it's a list of the travel hard sentences. So I have a few of these. But again, you could ask the NLP, the processor, to add more. So you can add 100 of these, you can add 500 of these, you could add thousands of these. Um, so these are the travel hard sentences. There's the travel easy sentences. And again, there's only 49 here, but you could add a lot more. Um, then we have the hard sentences. Here I've got like 285 of these. Uh, Again, these are the pair sentences, Portuguese and English. And then there's the easy sentences. I've got like set up about 361 of these, but these are all .csv files, so you could just populate these files and just increase them to your liking, to your heart's desire. Just go ahead and put as much as you want for learning purposes. And you could just use the code. In order for the code to connect, make sure that you have all the files set up. And when you're ready to do the pip install, for instance, let me just, so basically you're installing the libraries like tkinter and random. So essentially, it's ideal to have your own environment. And just refer back to my episode about environments, or you could even just ask the NLP uh, to help you create those environments. Um, what else can I add here? So basically, these are the important environments as the nomenclature is concerned for Python. So the process at the top, you see the libraries, uh, you see this is an assignment of easy sentences.csv. So that goes to easy underscore CSV. So basically, it's assigning, um, in this case, these words to um, to these constances, basically. So these literals are being assigned. Um, and then we have the operations here. Essentially, we have a class called Learn Portuguese App, and Then we have these various methods that are part of the class. So we have a method for the init to initialize. Uh, so there's always a self, there's a root, um, and you could see in this case it's adding the title, learn Portuguese. Um, then you've got these methods here. Um, and you could see one is a label. Then we've got the methods for the buttons, which includes the words, learn Portuguese, flashcards, quizzes, travel Portuguese. You've seen those function buttons. You've got padding for them, the width, all of this you could change. But as you could see how this is structured, and it's a great way to really understand how the main part of the app works in order uh, to connect to these CSV files and generate the structure of the program and the execution of this program. Um, so yeah, I'm going to include a the uh, this as well. So this is a very short script if you wanted to generate these files from scratch without having to refer to the code, which I suggest you do so it allows you to play a bit with these. So you could just basically copy it, use your uh, natural language to code generation generator, enter, and basically allow the agent to start creating a file, uh, create Python script, and so just add. So here it says it will create a Python script based on these um, different needs, and it is processing, and here we go. So as you could see, because I already have a script, so it's thinking that I am anticipating replacing it, which I'm not. But ideally, this is essentially how it works. So you could start from there, and you could just add the different CSVs files. So you could just advise. You want CSV files for the functionalities, you want to increase it, and so on. And you can also refer to my code, plug the code in, connect it, connect all the files, set it up as a virtual environment, and you could just have fun with your NLP agent and just add as many pair sentences as you can and learn a new language. Um, Nothing else that I think at this moment that we can add, but you could definitely create an app that allows you to add a variety of different languages. So, for instance, instead of just uh, instead of just having Portuguese, instead of just having Portuguese, you can have Portuguese and Spanish as well. So maybe like at the top, you'll have Portuguese, Spanish, maybe add another language like French and so on. And and there you go. You're gonna essentially have the an app that allows you to learn multiple languages and have fun with it as well. Um, that is pretty much it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do have a lot more that I'd like to bring to you as I would like to introduce you to some new apps coming up that I'm sure you will enjoy. Thanks for watching. It always helps if you do like, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.